Donald Trump has reversed his earlier announcement that the US would impose a 20% fee on cargo travelling through the Strait of Hormuz. Posting on social media, he said, "Based on highly productive conversations with Middle East leadership, I've decided to replace the 20% United States reimbursement fee with trade and investment deals that the various Gulf states will be making into the United States."
I don't think anybody should be able to charge a fee for the strait or for any other strait relationship in terms of other sections of the world. I don't think anybody should be really in that position. But we were doing it as a reimbursement. The Gulf states are going to invest a tremendous amount of money into the United States, and that was very satisfactory to me. I think it's actually much better.
Tehran has warned that not another drop of oil and gas will be exported from the region as a result of the US naval blockade. That's as Iran's president hit back at Trump's latest comments and questioned America's military objectives.
Their rhetoric continues, but the question is, have they reached their goals on the battlefield? The people who decided to try and tear our country apart, what have their actions ultimately achieved now? We will defend every inch of our homeland with our actions. The disrespecting things they say are befitting of them, not us.
It comes as the US Navy is set to enforce a reimposed blockade of Iranian ports starting in less than an hour at 20 GMT. Both Washington and Tehran claim they're in control of the strait, and each side has threatened to impose tolls. Al Jazeera's Patty Culhane joins us from Washington, D.C. It's quite a spectacular reversal on the Hormuz fees. Where did that come from?
Well, I think it probably, when he made that announcement, came as a bit of a shock to, obviously, people in the region, the financial markets, and probably members of his own administration. They'd been on TV for weeks, months, saying that Iran cannot profit off of letting any ships through the Strait of Hormuz, that it's an international waterway. So the president, speaking alongside the leader of Iraq in the Oval Office, taking questions from reporters, he simply said he got a call from, in his words, kings and emirs, and they promised to do a huge investment in the United States, and so that would be better for the American people. So exactly how much, who, where, what, none of that has been specified. But when it comes to the Trump administration, he often talks about numbers of foreign investments with very little detail, and outside groups have said the numbers tend to be exaggerated. So we'll see.
It's interesting that you mentioned the who, what, and the why. I mean, how is how's the US going to impose the US naval blockade?
Seems like they're going to do just what they did before the Memorandum of Understanding. In essence, the ships that are trying to get through, the U.S. Navy flags them and says, stop, turn around. If they don't, what we've seen in the past is a fighter pilot or a helicopter or a drone tends to shoot a missile at their propulsion system, disabling the ship. So likely we're going to see that again. The Trump administration really believes that what brought Iran to the negotiating table to get to that MOU was feeling the pinch because their ships couldn't get in or out. That said, there was an internal intelligence briefing that said Iran could last months with the blockade as it was. So obviously this is pretty much going back to exactly where we were before we had that temporary ceasefire.
That's Patty Culhane live for us there from Washington, D.C. Thank you.